Hi guys, no prizes for guessing where we are right now, but it's really good to have these two watches in my hands. Let's start off by just saying that, Bell & Ross has actually had a relationship with the Renault F1 team since sometime last year. And if you've been following along with the F1 news, of course, you should know that the Renault F1 team actually announced their new car just earlier in February. So in line with that partnership and that new car that was announced, Bell & Ross have actually done a trio of watches to honor this partnership. So the first watch that I want to tell you about from the RS17 series, actually a series of trio, is the BR-0394. Now this is an automatic chronograph movement, as you can tell from the sides, the chronograph switches. But very interestingly, this is actually a ceramic 42mm case. Now, if you look at me with at the four corners of this Bell & Ross case, you'll realize that the screws of the watch are all pointed in a certain direction. Why is that so? These are not, in fact, the screw heads. The screw heads are actually at the back of the case, which is why when you look at these screws, they are all pointed in on several directions actually. And that's how you can basically tell when a Bell & Ross case is made of ceramic. The second watch in the series is actually the BR-X1 RS17 skeleton chronograph. Skeleton because, as you can see from the dial, it is quite an extensively skeletonized dial, which allows you to see the movement that's inside. Now, the reason why all the watches in the RS17 series are actually chronographs is obviously because of the correlation that leads back to the Renault F1 team, which again is why the colors of the team are reflected in this watch. This particular case is made out of forged carbon, and this sits at just 45mm. So luck would have it that we have been able to get a hold of the last piece from the RS17 series, which is the BR-X1 Tourbillon. And it's a good one. Just looking at the watch first, what you see is this is the 45mm case, and with the sapphire on the dial, which lets you see through to the entire inner workings of the watch, with of course, the tourbillon from its name completely visible. And again, of course, the ampersand from the Bell & Ross brand visible clearly on the top of the watch. So to just quickly turn the watch over and have a look at the back, because we've got to return it real soon. There you go. And with that, you have it, the entire trio of RS17 watches that Bell & Ross have introduced here at Basel 2017.